Thank you for reserving a van through Housing Services. Here's what you need to know before you hit the road. All drivers must have a background/driving record check on file with their department. Drivers must also complete and sign the Fleet Services FS2 Proper Use of State Vehicles form sent to them via email. You should send an electronic copy to Housing Services. A physical copy should be kept in your employing department's files. Only approved drivers with a background and driving record check on file can operate the vans. The person to reserve the van or someone on the approved list must be the one to drive it. Students are not allowed to drive Housing Services vehicles. Pick up your keys and the vehicle checkout form from the Housing Services desk at 134 Newhall West during normal business hours on the day of your reservation. Before driving, use the checkout form to inspect the van. Walk around the vehicle and look for any exterior damages. Document any damages on the form. Please also mark the amount of fuel in the vehicle before and after your reservation. Now that you're ready to drive, let's go over some of the essential features of our vans. We will cover the height clearance of the van, the key fob, the parking brake, windshield wiper switch, and the headlights. Parking a 12-passenger or 15-passenger van in any parking garage is strictly prohibited. You will scrape the top of the van and cause damage. The key fob for the 12-passenger van can be used to unlock and lock the vehicle. You will insert the key into the ignition to start the van. The parking brake can be found on the left side of the vehicle near your left leg. To engage the parking brake, push firmly down on the pedal until you hear it lock. To release the parking brake, grab the handle on the parking brake release and pull. On the left-hand side of the dash, you can find the switch to turn on and off the headlights for the vehicle. The windshield wiper switch can be found on your left-hand side. Now, if you'll follow these steps before returning our van keys to our office in Newhall West. Fueling up before return. If the tank is below 1/4 of a tank, please fill up before returning. Use Fleet Services on Sterrett Drive behind Lane Stadium to fill the van up. Using the gas fob automatically charges Housing Services.
Press the button of the fuel station you'll be using. Place the key fob on the machine reader. It will beep when it has recognized your key fob. Put in the odometer of the vehicle you are using. Lift up the lever and put the fuel into the car. You will not need a receipt as the fuel will be logged to Housing Services.
There is no reimbursement for off-campus gas. Park in one of the approved lots when you return the van. The Harper Engle lot, Lytton Reeves or Wallace parking lot, or the Cage lot on game day weekends. Any other drop-off locations must be approved by Housing Services before the van is checked out. Do not park in the 2 parking spaces directly behind the Career Services building. Remove all trash and personal items. Close the windows and lock the doors. Leave it clean and ready for the next driver. Return the keys, completed checkout form to the Housing Services desk at 134 Newhall West the day that your reservation is over unless other arrangements have been made. To make other arrangements, please contact the Housing Services office. Upon returning the van, note the parking location of the vehicle and report it to a staff member at the housing desk. Fill out the check-in portion of your form. Clearly mark any damage that occurred while you were using the van and any mechanical issues that may have arose. Finally, what if you get into an accident while driving the van? While we hope you are never in this position, it is important that you follow each of these steps carefully if you are. Call 911 if there are any injuries. You are required to immediately call the state police, pound 77 on a cell phone, if the accident occurred off campus, or VT Campus Police at 540-382-4343 if the accident occurred on campus. Do not make statements to anyone other than the police, a supervisor, Virginia Tech Legal Counsel, or risk management. Obtain names, addresses, and phone numbers of any people involved in the accident, including drivers, passengers, and witnesses. Note property damage to vehicles or other property. Inform the Housing Services desk at 540-231-6205. Notify your supervisor. Report to Fleet Services at 540-231-6141. Report the claim to the Office of Risk Management by completing the paperwork in the state-owned vehicle and emailing it to Risk Management, or by reporting to their office online or by phone. The Risk Management form can be found at risk.vt.edu. For any questions, contact Housing Services at housing@vt.edu or by calling 540-231-6205. Thank you for watching this van orientation. Now go drive safely.